I recently...
1, 2, 3. Yo, what's up guys, Rillik here, welcome back to another video. So today, I'm reacting to 2 disturbing true horror stories animated by Martin Animations. So let's get right into the video.
I recently started school again, and as a part of my daily routine, I am required to travel to Toronto, Monday through Friday, via the train and subway lines.
Dang,
it's a good 2 hours one way, so I usually pull out a good book, pop in my headphones.
That's a long time. Where'd you live? Ontario or something? 2 hours? So that's 4 hours. No, 5. No, it could be 5 because with like the traffic, well, not really traffic, but you know, like the waiting time and all that stuff. That's a long time. I can kind of see where this is going. Stalking
and relax to some music,
etc.
I, of course, being from out of town, have heard a lot of horror stories that many people have endured on the subway.
2 hours? That's a long time. But hey, honestly, it's perfect because, well, the bad thing is you have to wake up super early. Like if you gotta be at school at 8, you have to wake up at like 4:30. That's like crazy because the subway, it can be 2 hours, but you don't know what time it starts. It could start at like 5, then to 7, and then wait and like walk or whatever you need to do after school to like 8. So yeah, like if it's like if he has to go to school at like 8, yeah, he has to wake up at like 4:30 every morning, which is crazy.
Naturally, I thought most of it was just exaggerations and tall tales.
No.
Well, I was very quickly proven dead wrong.
Yeah.
About a week ago, I had just
shouldn't have been ignorant, bruh.
Finished a very long and grueling day of school.
Oh, and the cool thing about that is like 2 hours. Like honestly, you don't really have to do homework at home necessarily. You can just do your homework on the subway, since it's like what, like an hour and a half to like 2 hours to the drive there. It's perfect.
And I wanted nothing more than to just get home and relax as soon as possible.
My bad.
I took my usual bus route to the subway station and sat.
Bus comes in the freaking force? What the heck?
Sat down on one of the seats directly beside one of the exit doors. Now, a little context. I am facing forward, looking at one seat ahead of me, across the aisle of the subway car. This seat was occupied by a woman that looked to be...
Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh no. They're sus. They're sus, what the heck?
In her 20s. She was what looked like playing a game on her phone, and was paying absolutely no attention to anything going on around her.
Yeah, look at the person behind her.
Next to this seat opposite me is another seat that faces this lady on her phone, and it is this person in this seat that made my 40-minute subway ride very disturbing. Occupying this seat was another lady that looked to be about 40 years old and possessed a very creepy smile. I say this because she never stopped smiling.
Huh?
And I mean, she was smiling the entire subway ride.
Like smiling at you? Cause that be, oh no 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 nope. Better be smiling at somewhere else.
For the first half of the ride, she was staring at the younger lady on her phone, laughing and muttering to herself.
Huh?
She also would occasionally take her phone out of her purse and take pictures of the girl on her phone.
Oh nope, nope.
About halfway to my destination, the younger girl that was on her phone left the subway car.
Oh, you should have left too. Oh no. So you told me it's just y'all two.
And the smiling lady's attention was then directed at me.
Oh no. Nope.
She turned to face me and gave me a huge, disturbing, toothy grin. I just stared at a poster on the roof of the train for what felt like hours. Eventually she got the hint that I was avoiding her gaze like the plague and went to plan B. She opened up her purse and removed
knife.
A tube of toothpaste. She then proceeded to ingest at least half the tube. I damn near threw up, but somehow held it together.
I think she was doing that to get your reaction. Yep.
Even though while she did this, she was still smiling at me, while laughing. Now her face covered in toothpaste. My stop finally came, and I bolted from that subway car as fast as I could. I got to the escalator and glanced back to the car. And guess who I saw?
Oh, nope. This man's 4-yard dash was slow.
Walking fast towards me, arms held still at her side, still smiling.
See, you should have left the subway when that other girl left.
I was understandably completely terrified.
I knew it was stalking.
At this point, I ran out of the station into the bus. I made it onto the bus just as it pulled away from the station.
Woo!
I took one final look back.
No. Just get inside the bus and go.
There she was, standing on the platform, head cocked to the side, laughing and waving goodbye to me.
Ew.
For context, I am a 14-year-old, and 2 days ago, something very creepy
So that was the first story? Dang.
and unnerving happened to me. I am on the cross-country team at my school, and our coach wants us to stay in shape during quarantine, so I was going on a run. I tend to run early in the morning, around 5:30 or 6, because the weather is cooler and less people are out and about. It's also nice to get your run over with so that the rest of the day is free.
Facts.
For you to understand exactly what happened, I need to explain the route that I run, so bear with me. I live in a nicer neighborhood in the US. My neighborhood is also near a major road. When I go on my run, I leave my neighborhood, travel down the main road, and enter a different neighborhood that is close to my own. This neighborhood has a low crime rate, is on the richer side, and goes along a big reservoir. It has lots of hills, and some of the bigger houses near the entrance of the neighborhood are backed up against some woods. I run through it because I like to look at the big houses, and sometimes some of the wildlife, such as deer, which sometimes makes its way out of the woods. When I run through it early in the morning, I get to enjoy the lack of people and the bird song. You need to understand that I run this route every morning, and no strange occurrences have happened with me being there. Now that you understand this setup, I'll tell you what happened. Like I said, this was 2 days ago. I left my house and neighborhood per usual, and ran along the major road to the entrance of the neighborhood that I usually run in. Almost as soon as I come across the first house on the street, one of the ones that is backed up against some woods, I hear a rustling in the bushes.
Just keep running. Just run back to your house.
Oh, cool. It's probably one of the deer. And slow down to try to...
Oh, cool. You should turn back and run back to your house. Sprinting. Or hauling.
Spot it. But it never came out of the bushes. So I pick up my pace and continue along. Not long after that, maybe 2 minutes later, I hear someone on a bike behind me.
Oh, no.
This isn't unusual, so I don't think much about it. Until the guy on the bike says, beep beep. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe he doesn't have a bell or something. So I move over to the right to let the guy pass me on my left. But he doesn't. He stays right behind me.
Sprint!
I'm not a slow runner, but someone on a bike would definitely be faster than me. If you...
That don't matter, just keep sprinting, or kick the bike over and run.
If you have ever tried to go really slow on a bike, you will understand how hard it is to keep your balance. So I'm thinking, okay, this is really weird. I have a feeling that this guy is bad news, and I need to shake him. So I slow to a stop and get over to the side of the road to tie my shoe, which doesn't really need to be tied, and to see if he'll pass me. He doesn't. He just stopped.
What?
When it becomes clear that he isn't going anywhere, I get back on the sidewalk and keep running. Bad choice, I know, but I was panicking. Of course, the man on the bike follows, but even though my attempt to shake him didn't work, I did get a good look at him. He was tall and thin, with glasses, and he wore a Nirvana t-shirt. He definitely looked like a serial killer. As an avid reader of horror novels and an obsessive listener of scary podcasts, I was already thinking of the absolute worst possible outcome. I was going to be murdered when I had been out of my house for less than 10 minutes. Worse, I was over 2 miles from my house, so I was going to have to continue running. Now, I know that what I should have done was go to the closest house and let the family that lived in it know what was going on.
But that would have
I
been
wasn't
enough time.
thinking clearly. So I kept running.
You could have kicked the bike over? I mean, I'm just saying, like, you could kick the bike over, kick the guy real quick and haul. I would say steal his bike, but I don't know.
And the man on the bike kept following me at
How
a
you
meticulously
How you not think to kick the bike over?
slow pace. I was tired, sweaty, and near tears. I wanted to go home. Home was the only thing on my mind. I started looking around for ways to lose him or hide. Just up ahead of me was a sharp turn. My hope was that I could get around the turn faster than him and then hide. Not a very well-developed plan, but better than being killed by a random person. I sprinted around the corner as fast as I could, right into a young woman who was out walking her 2 dogs. Big dogs. German shepherds, actually. I started to apologize profusely, trying to look calm. Apparently, I did not look calm at all, because she asked me what was wrong. The man was still behind me, practically breathing down my neck. I stared at the woman, pleading with my eyes, and said, "How is your walk going, Mom?"
Huh?
I prayed that she would understand, that she would play along.
Oh.
And fortunately for me, she did. She smiled at me and said, "Where were you? Me and your father were looking all over for you." We both then turned to look at the man on the bike, who looked extremely shocked. He turned around and quickly pedaled away, almost running into an oncoming car.
I hope that car killed him. Oh. Whoops. Yeah. Don't demonetize me. But hey, that middle-aged lady, she's a G for that one. That was smart from the guy. Doing that turn. At least he did take that turn. Mom. Ooh, yeah.
As soon as he was gone, I broke down crying, telling the woman everything. She was very sympathetic and kind, and she ended up calling my parents to come pick me up. I was still sobbing when they arrived, and I had to catch my breath before telling them what happened. Looking back, I am almost positive that if I hadn't run into that woman, that something awful would have happened.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if the rustling in the bushes at the entrance of the neighborhood was that man, or not.
It was.
But I am completely content with never knowing. I have not been back to that neighborhood since, and I'm not sure if I ever will.
Good. Dang, that was creepy. That was creepy. Just one turn, and it turns your life around. And it saves your life. That's the moral of that story. Thank you for watching this reaction. Would be I know this video is probably more than 15 minutes, but and it was good videos. It was good videos. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on, share this video with your friends and family, and comment stories if you're still watching, which I hope you are. Are you? If you're still watching and you commented story, thank you. You're a real one. Peace.